I'm sure most of you are wondering the same thing right now. Why the hell is Delta posting a Medal of Honor video? Well, simply put, that's because I want to talk about the new Medal of Honor coming out this October. No, it's not an advertisement. Wow, that started off sounding like I've been paid to say that. No, I want to talk about it because I was a huge fan of this game. I was a huge Medal of Honor fan before getting into Call of Duty and a whole bunch of other games. And I'm liking, well, we haven't seen a whole lot of the new title, Medal of Honor Warfighter, but, you know, I'm interested. It's really the only first-person shooter that modern war first-person shooter, so excluding games like Borderlands 2 and stuff like that, that I'm actually looking at buying this year. So I want to have some Medal of Honor gameplay for you guys, and you know, we've known about it for a while. We've known that there was a new Medal of Honor in works. EA had said, you know, way back that their plan was to alternate Battlefield and Medal of Honor year after year. And if you bought Battlefield 3, there was a little like flyer in it just showing the logo of one of the new Tier 1 forces. And that, you know, that basically gave it away. Okay, Medal of Honor, new ones in works. We already know that. So what's it going to be? In the last couple of weeks, we finally got some details of that. First off, we got the box art with the title Medal of Honor Warfighter, and I don't know when I'm going to be posting this video, but in the last few days at GDC 2012, we got our first trailer of it. The game's running on Frostbite 2, though DICE is not involved in any way besides, I guess, lending the engine, which they're doing to many of EA's developers. EA is really pushing that engine. It's obviously capable of doing a lot, but my biggest concern right there is every shooter running on the Frostbite engine, including the Medal of Honor multiplayer here, Medal of Honor 2010 multiplayer, has a very distinct weapon bobbing animation, and you know, I really hope that they change something up there, because yeah, the weapon should bob because you're moving around, but whether they change the animation or just lower the one that's already there so it's not bobbing around as much, it would really, just something as simple as that would really make a difference in visually making Medal of Honor Warfighter distinct from Battlefield 3. The other big thing to do there, in my opinion, is just less like lens flare and bloom and crazy stuff like that. I get, you know, it kind of looks cool, but Battlefield 3 really overdid it. It's not needed, right? It was more, you know, I guess it was annoying, and it just, those two simple changes would really tone down the visuals. Well, no, sorry, those two small changes, toning those two things down would really change up the visual style enough, I think, to make Medal of Honor feel distinct, right? And the reason I like Medal of Honor is because you get the Frostbite engine, you get that kind of Battlefield type feel for the game, but it's also at a much faster pace, similar to Call of Duty, and I just love that pacing. You know, I really enjoyed the game, and you know, this game it had its flaws, though I thought the campaign was great. The multiplayer was a little bare to the bone, and that's why it didn't hold my interest for an extended period of time. But hell, you know, it was an enjoyable game. So basically, what we know about Medal of Honor Warfighter, and I said that really weird. God, I mispronounce things all the time. Just but Medal of Honor Warfighter. Basically, it's going to be using Frostbite 2, and Danger Close Studios is going to be handling both the campaign and the multiplayer this time around. That's something I'm glad, because I want the game to feel like one game, because with the last one, single player was done by Danger Close using Unreal Engine 3, multiplayer by DICE with Frostbite 1.5, and it really felt like two different games, and that, you know, kind of made everything a little discombobulated. So Warfighter's going to pick up where Medal of Honor left off, with following Preacher and other members of his Tier 1 team, and the story's actually being written by active Tier 1 operators and, you know, special ops soldiers out in the field right now, and it's all inspired by actual events. And that's one of my favorite things about Medal of Honor's campaigns, is it's this very personal story of the soldiers, and it's ripped from the headlines. It's not a Michael Bay action movie like Call of Duty, right? Though, the one thing that's kind of thrown me off here is I really liked in Medal of Honor 2010 that it was a very, like, a smaller scale, much more focused story, because it was, you know, there was that single kind of plot line. They're in Afghanistan, it was based off Operation Anaconda, and this time they're going a little more global, and there's going to be more characters, and, you know, everything's going to be, you know, winding together, different storylines and strands come together, right, that type of thing. And, you know, a more intricate storyline. Nothing wrong with that. But I really like that kind of smaller scale, very focused feel that Medal of Honor had compared to Call of Duty or even Battlefield 3's just terrible campaign. So that's really what's being said. Single player is all they've really talked about. That's all we saw in the trailer. The trailer showed a mission in the Philippines after the city was hit by a typhoon. And just from what is being said, and it seems this mission in particular has some big action moments. Though Danger Close is saying that's like the exception to the rule. It's gonna be, I think there's gonna be a more heavy focus on stealth in this game, which interests me. Come on, it's a modern war shooter. How much can you really change, right? The big thing that you're gonna get in this is more in terms of its tone and stuff like that. It aims to bring that kind of real personal story of the soldiers, of, you know, the issues that they deal with. One scene in particular that has been singled out already is a very strained phone call between one of the soldiers and his wife. So I think those, you know, that should be really interesting to see that, and hopefully the campaign's a little longer. You know, you can't really expect more than 6 to 8 hours out of a shooter these days. But hopefully we get a little more, because I really liked Medal of Honor 2010's campaign. So multiplayer, nothing's really being said. I suspect they're saving that all for E3, where they'll come out with a big, awesome trailer and maybe a beta date or something like that. But yeah, the latest trailer is up. You can search it up. It's on the Medal of Honor YouTube channel, youtube.com/Medal of Honor if you just want to get there quickly. And it's coming out October 23rd, PS3, 360, PC. I was about to say Wii U. I'm thinking Assassin's Creed 3 right there, because apparently there's a Wii U version of that. And just to finish this off, I want to do something different over spring break, since I'm taking a break from the Assassin's Creed Revelations Let's Play. Would you guys like to see me do like a speed run of the Tier 1 mode in Medal of Honor 2010? It's campaign. It's about 14 missions, so I'd probably be posting the episodes daily, because that basically matches up with the 2 weeks off I have for spring break. It's really cool. It's, you know, timed. It's kind of like an arcade mode, if you know what I'm saying. So let me know if you want to see that, and that's basically the details on Medal of Honor Warfighter. I'm probably going to pick it up, so you can expect to see some of that on this channel in October. Anyways, oh, check out the new banner on my channel. It's got like a featured series and a featured Let's Play, and the mystery box will be back this weekend, so look forward to that. I've been Delta Canuckian. See you guys next time.